Hello, it is Callum Hoskins here to talk to you. Do another video of the carry on with the season review. We already done August, which only saw us lose one game, which was to Charlton, which we lost 3-2, which Jamie Ross scored 2. But then after that, we didn't lose a game. In September, we won and drew a few. That is it. But in October, it did see us lose one game and draw one and win the rest. And it did also see us have a Capital One Cup game, which you will see, which will be our last one of this video, which will see us play Fulham at Craven Cottage. So the first one was on. Just before we start, give this video a thumbs up. It is very helpful, and please subscribe if you haven't already. This video will see two bogey teams, Wigan and Millwall, and you already know what the scores were, but we're just gonna do them anyway. The first one was to Millwall at home, so at the iPro. This was our chance to really go to the top of the table and maybe make a start for ourselves there. And if we drew this game, we would have been in the playoffs, guys. So you need to, what we're going to be doing, we're going to be looking back at these games and saying, there's going to be if we did that, or if we did that. But it's finished now, and quite frankly, we didn't do that, and we have to forget about it. And at the end of the video, we'll be talking about stuff happened in Derby today and yesterday. So we missed a chance to go to top of the table, but if we won, we would have been top of the table, and it would have means that we would have been above Forest at the time. So it was 0-0, very boring. It was Millwall were playing how we expected them to play, very tough, very strong. But Derby are lucky that we aren't playing Wigan or Millwall next season, so we don't have to think of a plan B for them. But we do have some bogeys that won't play this season, but we didn't play last season, which are Burnley. We always lose to Burnley. Maybe this could be changed. Maybe Paul might think of a plan B, but we don't know. We'll have to find out how he sets up, what he does in pre-season. So, yeah, so this is what the scores were. On the Friday night, it saw Blackpool take on Cardiff, which saw Blackpool beat Cardiff 1-0, which was surprising, because Blackpool don't often win. And then it also saw Wolves draw to Wigan 2-2, and then Watford 1, Brighton 1, Norwich 1, Rotherham 1, Middlesbrough 2, Fulham 0, Derby 0, Millwall 0, Charlton 1, Birmingham 1, Brentford 3, Reading 1, Bolton 1, Bournemouth 2, Blackburn 0, Huddersfield 0, and Leeds 1, Sheffield Wednesday 1. The table stood like this. Top of the table was Norwich on 21 points. Then Watford was second on 21 points, but Norwich were above them on goal difference. And then we had 3 teams on 20 points, which were Nottingham Forest, Derby, and Middlesbrough. And then 6th place was Charlton on 19 points. Just missing out on the playoffs so far were Wolves, Ipswich, Sheffield Wednesday, and Brentford. Near the bottom of the table was Bolton, second bottom was Blackpool, and third bottom were Fulham. But just missing out on the relegation though with likes of Wigan, Birmingham, Bolton, Huddersfield, and Rotherham and Millwall. They were all down there as well. Possession, we had 63% possession. They had 37% possession. We had 10 shots. They had 11 shots, and they did beat us on shots. We had 1 target. They had 2. So both of us weren't really scoring many goals. We had 12 corners. They had 7 and fouled 15 to us, 12 to them. Right, so that is it for that game. So that game was a very disappointing game, very boring, and I was fucking annoyed about that game. Derby fans pay money to watch that crap. But the next game, if you went to the Midday City Stadium, you really were happy about this result, because we beat Reading by 3 goals to 0. But it wasn't as straightforward. It was a very nippy game where the scoreline doesn't tell you the truth. Martin scored 2 goals in the 18th and 79th minute, and then Jordan Ibe, or EB, or whatever you want to call him, scored in the 38th minute. So the results from that weekend saw Rotherham 2, Leeds United 1, Wigan 0, Brentford 0, Sheffield Wednesday 0, Watford 3, and then obviously Reading 0, Derby 3, and then Millwall 3, Wolves 3, Ipswich 1, Blackburn 1, Huddersfield 4, Blackpool 2, where are we? Fulham 1, Norwich 1, Brighton 1, Middlesbrough 2, Bournemouth 1, Charlton 0, Birmingham 0, Bolton 1, and Cardiff 2, Nottingham Forest 1. And the league table saw Derby jump up to second in the table, but 1 point above us were Watford in first place, and then third place was Middlesbrough 23. Then reading down was Norwich on 21, Forest on 21, and Ipswich on 20. So Forest, as you can see, are slipping down. They were in third, but now they were in fifth. So as you can see, they are slipping down the table. In the relegation zone with Blackpool on 6 points, Bolton on 8 points, and Fulham on 10 points. And then just above the